you have not liked this, please like this, go and share this, because we're talking about pure commentator gold right here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get it nowhere else except one place, the Late Night Hype.
Check. Gucci. I be feeling this vibe right here. Chick. This joint be making me want to spit. Ready?
Are you ready for an unforgettable experience? Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get hyped.
Chip. What's going on, Dallas Cowboys Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Late Night Hype. Oh, we got some trades going down. Well, a trade. Maybe some more. We'll see. But lots to talk about tonight, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's go. It's Gucci time. Yeah. What up, Law Nation? Big Game James, Cowboys Nation. What it is? What it do?
Dinucci.
Yeah, we gonna have to turn the Gucci drop Gucci to Dinucci. Anytime he do something good, man. What's up, Joe?
Right.
I think James is still muted. Gotta unmute James.
Oh my.
Welcome to the show, Big Game James. How you doing?
Yeah, what up? My mute. I was on mute, probably just mute. Season on mute. I was probably on mute.
Basically, man. Basically.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying. What's going on, chat? Welcome. Facebook's in the building, Lionel. Ready, Red, Eric P, Jamal, Augustus. Am I saying that right? Every time I see Augustus, I think of Willy Wonka. Ryan, Clinton, AC Sports and Entertainment, William Thomas, Jamal Iceberg, always a lady, certified. Aaron Lewis, Sandman, Uncle Charles. What up, Uncle Charles? Bobby McClain, Bo Diggity, no doubt. Terry, Isaac, Michael, and the many, many more jumping up in here are my guys, of course. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you in the building. But guys,
hold on. Before you go into that, shout out to TMZ, KMT. He always in this thing, man. That's my dog over there. Shout out to KMT.
Mods hold it down for us, man. They hold it down for us. Well, here we are. And by my mind, have the turntables. Those are for all my Office fans out there. Everson Griffen, ladies and gentlemen, has been traded for a 6th-round pick, 2021 6th-round pick to the Detroit Lions, guys. I wouldn't say that's a shocker, though. But what was your guys' raw emotions when you saw it go through? I'll start with you, Law.
Well, he's our second leader, right? He's second.
But tell him how many sacks he got.
2.5.
All right. I'm just making sure.
Keep it alive for us, baby.
Let them know.
Yeah. That's terrible, man. But he was getting his player legs up under him. This was his best game, by the way.
Yeah.
Creating pressure and getting to the quarterback and things like that, or at least attempting to get to the quarterback, because everybody been trying to struggle with that for some reason. Nevertheless, I look at it like this. Maybe the Cowboys came out and said they was going to be buyers, and they said, you know what, we're going to be sellers at this point, get multiple draft picks if possible, but they got a 6th-round draft pick for it, and there's nothing to go around and say, yay, because to me, we still haven't seen Reggie Robinson. We barely getting seen Donovan Wilson. Maybe, just maybe, this new administration know how to package those later picks and get things going as it relates to early picks, but that's just my thoughts.
About you, James? What's your raw emotions from the trade? It's not like it's this giant big trade, but nonetheless, it's a guy we were excited about. That's why I said the tables have turned. Because if you go back 3 months whenever we signed him, y'all, we was hype.
My video, I was screaming like I told you, I was screaming on the video. I thought Sky was messing with me. I was like, what the hell is going on? So I was super geeked. My raw emotion with it is right now, Dallas got something for nothing.
That's heavy.
I'm just saying, not really trying to disrespect Everson Griffen, but he really didn't come over here and bring what we thought he was going to bring. It was a lot of what we thought. So if you're going to say, well, if it's not really working and you get rid of him and you can still comp a pick when you didn't spend a pick to get him, and you get a pick by leaving, and you still don't have to pay, I believe, that full $6 million out of this, I believe, as well. It slices the salary down in half. So it's not like I'm jumping up and down for a 6th-round pick, but like we talked about, you can package picks. They got compensatory picks that they have as well. So I feel all in all, even though I don't like how it didn't work out, at least Dallas got something back in return for the product that really wasn't putting out.
Big Game Jay, let me ask you this. Now, would you be jumping for joy if it was Granny Hips instead of Griffen?
At this point, not really, because here's my thing. With the Everson Griffen thing, he wasn't going to be here long term anyway. He was already 32 years old, going on 33. So if anything,
33 going on 33.
Yeah, he ain't going. Crawford wasn't going nowhere this year. That was just their guy. But now at least I can see some more Randy Gregory. Now I can possibly see some Bradley Anai now, because you have one less defensive end on the roster. So that'll open up hopefully snaps for Bradley Anai to sneak in there. I was wishing that they would probably dangle Torrance Armstrong Jr. I think you could get some, maybe. I know he hasn't shown a lot, but damn, see what you could got for him, because he's out there, but he's not really contributing. I'd rather see some Anai.
So that was a point I wanted to bring up. That was going to bring up here. So the winners of this Everson Griffen trade, I don't think are the Cowboys. I don't think it's the Lions. I think it's players. And the two players I think that are the winners are Randy Gregory and Bradley Anai. Gregory came back in the Washington game and he got 6 snaps. Now, I don't quite understand that, because he's been out forever. So I don't really think you needed to slow roll him in like that much. He could at least got a dozen snaps. 6 snaps?
6 of them.
Mike Nolan, I don't understand that one, brother. Because we need him. So it's not like he wasn't needed out there. He was needed. And then when the one snap I saw that happened to be the touchdown pass, wasn't the one snap. He got there.
Mm-hmm.
If Diggs just doesn't pull a rookie move, that's likely a sack or at least a pressure.
Yeah.
So I would like to see more Randy Gregory, and I think you're right, James. I think we will see more Bradley Anai since Everson Griffen is no longer here.
So he was.
That's my next question. That's my next question. My thought process was that
they're talking about they're getting rid of. Are those the people
that's my thought process the whole time when I heard it came out. If it's true, which they went to Jane, so I'm not discrediting Jane. I believe it probably was true, but it was most likely a defender, and it was most likely a guy that just got in this locker room because I think guys that have been here for 3, 4, 5 years, they comfortable. They not coming out talking about the coaches. Yeah. They comfortable. They in Dallas. They yucking it up. They getting paid. Jerry Jones. It's the star. We're famous. I don't care. It was likely one of those veterans who came from a team that won or was winning, and he came in this locker room and said, "What the hell is even that?
Yeah, what was that?
What is this?"
Yeah, and it could be also, just like you said, guys coming from the outside, and it could be guys, not saying it is anybody, but I'm saying if I were to think it were anybody, it would be people that thinking either they came in and they knew I'm not going to be here another year, so why not say what I want to say? Or it could be guys that feel that I'm not going to get a contract anyway, so I might say a little bit more than before. And the reason why you might stay anonymous because you don't want to mess up your stuff, so you get benched. And if you're headed on the way out, that's not going to help you get another contract. So that's why it's going to come out anonymous. Ain't nobody going to put a name on it because it's going to mess up their money either now or in the future.
Hey, I got a situation with this mindset, and she's a psychology major. Brianna Betty, she hit me up and she said that think about this. The beta alpha male is D-Law. And I said, what? He's the beta alpha male. I thought he's the alpha male. She said, no. Think about it. When Quinn came aboard, who took the leadership role? Quinn. When Bennett came aboard, who took the leadership role? Bennett. Bennett came in and took the leadership role.
That's the one. When Bennett came in.
But I'm not going to say Robert Quinn.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Quinn.
Maybe in play.
But Bennett, you're right. Bennett came in. You're right. Go ahead. Continue with your point. I like it.
Yeah. So the theory is that those guys got more clout or more noise, more things to put out there to the universe as it relates to in the locker room control. Now it made D-Law less vocal. Words became faint to the other players. Now that these two guys are gone, well, now that even Everson Griffen is gone, maybe, just maybe, we'll see a little bit more barking, a little bit more direction as it relates to a leader aspect from D-Law. What are y'all thoughts on that?
I don't think D-Law was ever a leader. Ever. Not one single point in his career has he ever been a leader. He came in 2015. Jeremy Mincey was here, a veteran, well-respected in the locker room. Jeremy Mincey was the leader of that defensive line his rookie year.
Right.
2016, because he was a rookie in 2015, right? Or 2014, I'm sorry. Jeremy Mincey was 2014. 2015, he had a comeback year, right? Eight sacks. He had 8 sacks that year.
He had the 8 sacks, but didn't he?
Yeah.
So obviously as a rookie, he's not a leader, right? Second year, Greg Hardy comes in. I'm not saying Greg Hardy was a leader, but listen, he wasn't checking Greg Hardy. So Greg Hardy pretty much ran that room in a sense, right? And then his third year, I think, is when you start seeing D-Law kind of forming that, okay, I've been around here for a little bit, but he had 1 sack, right? You can't tell me none, right?
Yeah.
You can't really tell me none. And I believe Tyron Crawford was still on the team, correct? That's where I was going to get to at the end of all this. 2017 is where he took off. 2018, his stats start getting crazy, and that's when he became D-Law the Barker. The whole damn time, he never was the leader. Tyron Crawford was the leader. What happened when Tyron Crawford got out last year? Everybody said we miss him in the locker room. Demarcus Lawrence didn't pick up that slack. So I don't think he is a leader, and that's okay. Not everybody is built to be a leader. I don't think Everson Griffen was a leader. Have you ever heard of Everson Griffen being that guy in the locker room? No. That's not his thing. But like James said, Michael Bennett comes in immediately. He's looked at as the guy. Gerald McCoy comes in immediately. He's looked at as the guy. So I don't think the absence of Everson Griffen is going to all of a sudden catapult Demarcus Lawrence into leadership, especially when the quote-unquote guy we can't cut because he's a leader in the locker room making $9 million a year, yada, yada, yada. Tyron Crawford is still on the team.
Right.
So D-Law will be D-Law. Tank will be Tank.
So let me ask you this, though. What year was it when Crawford had 5.5 sacks? What year was that?
18.
That was 18. Okay. I feel you now. I see what you're saying now. Now that we think about it, so who is the leader? Is it Sean Lee the leader? Because Crawford can't be. I know he's the cheerleader because he's been on the bench and he's been nursing himself. But is he the quote unquote hands down leader of this team?
Your leader of the defense, at the very least, is actually cut. His name is Gerald McCoy. So you don't have one.
I think the next closest, in my opinion, maybe that started maybe butting into it, that can go into that role, would be LVE. He would be the person that I would say that could go into that role because I feel like he is a guy that's going to be meticulous in his study. He is a guy that's going to, the play is going to back up what he's, out there. And I think he's a guy that's going to be lifting people up. I don't feel like LVE, because just because you're doing this and doing that, just because you talk doesn't make you a leader. Just because you saying this and that doesn't make you a leader. But when I see LVE, I see how he talks and interjects with the other players on the defense. I see how he talks to other people, and I feel like people will be more. I don't know the word for it, but I think that maybe they gravitate towards that, because other than that, I don't see anybody else that is.
Well, it would make sense for LVE to take that step to be the leader. Problem is, I don't believe that man gonna be on the field that much.
I know that's the thing that hurts him is his injuries, because he's injury prone.
Yeah.
But I'll just say this: Sean Lee was considered a leader, and he was hella injury.
Right, and that's who he's being dubbed as, Sean Lee 2.0. Difference is, believe it or not, Sean Lee played more at the beginning, didn't he?
When he first came in the league?
Yeah, he was playing a bit.
Yeah, because remember him and Bruce Carter, they were playing. They were.
I'm not saying he didn't miss games, right?
Yeah,
right.
But it feels like
he played more than he missed.
It seems like LVE after his rookie year just can't stay healthy.
Yeah,
like during the year, and Sean Lee obviously was out a lot. Like I'm not saying that, but Sean Lee played enough for us to say, God dang it, when Sean Lee is on that field. Not when Sean Lee is healthy. When Sean Lee's on the field, he was one of the best linebackers in the league. We're like, all right, when LVE is healthy,
right?
When LVE is right, when he's right, he could be on the field, but he ain't right. He ain't healthy, and he's just he all right, he cool,
Yeah,
but,
all right.
yeah, all
right.
But we need LVE to be all the way right.
LV got to be great.
He got to be right. The Guru says, I think we misused Griffen badly. I agree. I would have lined him up at right defense and let him grind. We
stay right there.
Yeah, we went to this 3-4 hybrid thing, and I don't, we were hype about Griff because I thought we would be more 4-3 principle. But as the offseason was going on, right in training camp, we were hearing more 3-4, and then we saw it, and we were like, so this is going to be more 3-4. Okay, let's see how this works. Yeah. And I don't think it worked too well for a guy like Griffen. I don't think it's working too well for a guy like D-Law. Need to be more base 4-3.
Or even Dorrance Armstrong Jr. Like those guys have been handing the dirt guys, and you didn't have enough of the season to really prepare for that switch to a 3-4 that you were trying to do it. You kind of did it makeshift. It was 30 days before the season. It was kind of makeshift. You need more time than that to develop, especially when you're talking about changing a scheme that big, when you have players that are so used to doing this their whole career. You can't just in 30 days, muscle memory, change all that muscle memory. It doesn't work. Like you are programmed after a certain long, your body will start doing it that certain way all the time. And then I just to throw a little tidbit on the Mike Nolan thing, I just feel like, guys didn't really take to it. They tried to adapt to it, but they didn't really take to it. And then now you just got guys that are like, whatever. And if you got guys that they feel like they're on a long-term deal,
There's so much that goes through that. And shout out to Patrick Kahn in the building, man. Appreciate you coming through, checking us out, Pat. Appreciate you. He says Mike Nolan got to go. Yeah, I think he's going to have to fall on the sword. I think he's going to have to fall on the sword because, like I saw your post, what do you got to lose, right?
I mean, you fired him now. Who are you hurting?
Oh, what do you got to
the
lose?
defense? If you
Tabasco
fire him now.
sauce, man. That's all you got to lose. Oh my goodness,
I-
man. My thing is with Mike Nolan, it just, even though it could be the players, but let's just remove that out the way. It just seems as if though everywhere he goes, he's historically bad. So maybe he just got bad luck. Let's get rid of him, man. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Just move on from him. I don't know if it don't make any logics, but just move on from him because the guy got a black cloud over his head.
Shout out to this guy here. This is his name, and then listen to the comment. Joe Thomas fan club. He says, "Y'all always talking about LVE's health. I don't think he's that good of a player, to be honest." That's funny because it's from a Joe Thomas fan club. That's his name. I would disagree. I think LVE, when healthy, is a good player. I do.
Yeah.
But the problem is he's always coming off of an injury.
Right. And even in that Washington game, he came out a few times clutching his body.
Well, we thought he would. Look, we did the stream. We like, shit.
Yeah, collarbone broke again when he was. So every time he hits the ground, we thinking like, are you going to be okay? I mean, that's what it got to with Sean Lee. I mean, every time Sean Lee would get healthy, as soon as he came on the field, I would watch him and his legs like, please don't get hurt, because I watch. Oh Lord, he getting up slow. That hammy.
Yeah. But Sean Lee played reckless though. That game he had 22 tackles, and I know people love tackles. People love tackles, but I want people to understand this type of tackling. It's not like the Jalen Smith tackles, because everybody's saying, "Hey man, Jalen Smith is leading the league in tackles." Let me know, were they looking like Sean Lee when he got those 22 tackles?
You know what I would what I would have loved to see in this, not even any scheme, doesn't matter. This scheme 4-3, I don't care. I would have loved to see a healthy veteran Sean Lee and a healthy young LVE pair together. Oh, goodness, man.
That would be mental on mental. They would be bouncing off. They would know the holes. They would know exactly where to go. And just like you said, Law,
nice.
That difference between Jalen Smith 15, 16 tackles between a 16, 17 tackle Sean Lee, because Sean Lee knew where the play was going. He diagnosed the plays. He didn't go for the play fakes. He was meeting players in the hole, hitting guys behind the line of scrimmage. That's what you're talking about. And I said it again. Jalen Smith's 2017 year, his first year, he had a lot of tackles for his first year of playing, but a lot of times they were 3, 4, 5 yards down the field, and you can get those tackles, and it looks great in the stat box. But when you're needing impactful plays from a guy that's making that kind of money for you, you need him to make impactful plays. And Jalen Smith has only had one game where he made impactful plays, and that was from a coach he used to play for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing is, before people get on this thing, because I know there's a lot of Jalen Smith's apologists out there. I think that he's a well-rounded guy. The reason why we're not even mentioning him as a possible leader is because we can't mention him as a possible leader. I would like for this team to utilize him differently. I think that, hey, side-to-side movement is just his worst traits right now, or his worst skill sets. Look, let's get this guy vertically. Let's get this guy going downhill. Let's get this guy on the edge or something and attack the quarterback. Why they just can't do that, big game, James and Sky?
I just don't. I think Jalen is a one-trick pony. He's a come downhill guy. If I was Jalen, I would literally look at myself in the mirror and say, all right, I got to put on 15 pounds. I don't know how much he weighs, maybe 10, 15 pounds. And I'm transitioning to a pass rusher. An outside, a 3-4 outside linebacker only drops back a few times. Because middle linebacker ain't it for you, bro. Inside linebacker ain't it for you, bro. You bite at the eye candy too much. And let's go to the next topic here. The trade deadline is upon us here in what, a week or two, something like that. And we already started our sale with Everson Griffen. There may be a little bit more coming, like Poe and Worley. Those are easy, low-hanging fruits.
Worley.
But I'm going to give you some buy-sell options here. Okay. Rumors. Pretty much rumors. Or fabricated rumors.
Right.
But we'll start with the Jalen one. So there's a rumor out there per Albert Breer that the Cowboys and some people inside the Cowboys are not happy with Jalen Smith's performances post-contract, which, who is, besides fanboys. But listen, no offense to Jalen. I just don't think he's that guy. So the question comes, and we have to look at the contracts, right? Because you can't just trade anybody without dealing with dead money. The question comes: buy or sell Jalen Smith as a legitimate trade option? Law.
Oh my goodness.
Take everything into account: contract, performance, reality. Because we deal with realism here. We deal with keeping it real. So keeping it real is buy or sell Jalen being a trade. And you can let me know here in the chat too, guys. You buy or you sell that?
I'm not buying that at all. You know.
Buy or sell D-Law trade.
Oh, slow down. I got you.
No. His contract is impossible to even move around at this point, and his level of skill of play out there is not a situation where you can deal unless we eat some of it, you know. So it's sell.
So we got covert rabbit. Okay, he says no offense to you, I just don't think you know what you're talking about. If he's talking about us, so what is it that we don't know what we're talking about? Jalen? Are you trying to tell me that Jalen Smith is an elite linebacker or something? Because he's being paid up there. So what are you saying there, covert? And we'll come back to you. Go ahead, James.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm selling on that. This is kind of like I'm bouncing off Law. Like, we would have to eat some of that contract, and I know a team would take a chance on him, but they're not gonna put him like, oh, we're gonna spend. In my opinion, not gonna say, oh, we're gonna do this, and we got Jalen Smith now. I don't think so, because when every team says the tape, they get that running back with that one-on-one matchup with him, and we're gonna open him up. So I don't see where teams are gonna be banging down the door for Jalen Smith, especially when he's still. I don't think they'd be banging him down. I think he's gonna have suitors.
Right.
I think he will have suitors.
Oh yeah,
he will have suitors.
I think
I don't know if
the contract could be the tricky thing there. You're gonna have to eat dead money, right? You're gonna have to eat dead money. But if contract wasn't there, I think you could find a team like a Pittsburgh style team, a Ravens style team. I say, hey Jalen, we're gonna put you at the position where you can just move. You're just going forward. You're just running forward.
Now, what if the Illuminati worked this way? We get Bud Dupree for Jalen. What would you do?
Oh my God!
Oh, I'll be all on that.
They ain't doing it.
What? Yeah, right. And that's the Steelers. Is Bud still with the Steelers?
Oh yeah.
No, and that's the Steelers organization, and they love linebackers.
Okay.
Shoot.
Okay, so we got the answer from Covert. Thank you, brother. He said, just me specifically, Jalen has been one of the only good spots on our defense. Also, that contract is bad. Bit contradicting there. Covert Rabbit, I think you would be in the minority here. Jalen Smith as a good spot on our defense? Nah, fam. No. And if the reports are true, per Albert Breer, people inside the Cowboys front office don't agree with you. Jalen Smith has not been a top-tier linebacker like he's supposed to be for this team. He misses way too many assignments. He bites on the eye candy far too much. He's very spacey out there. He's not a middle linebacker. He's not an interior linebacker. He's just not right now. He's a terrible cover linebacker. Could he do some good things for you if you use him differently? I think so. He's not devoid of talent, but he's not having a good year. And don't give me the tackle stuff. Don't.
But you know what people would do though? Like let's say for example, Jalen Smith
in the NFL.
Yeah, let's say for example, Jalen Smith goes to the Kansas City Chiefs, you know, and then all of a sudden it's a winning type of team. Did they say, "See, Cowboys, see," you know? So that's the issue with that. Now, the only person that we would probably raise an eyebrow to if we were trying to do a trade scenario would be if you package somehow Gilmore, you know, and Jalen and some other stuff for each other out of the Patriots land, because I heard that the Patriots are shopping Gilmore. What about that? If it's some type of package situation, and they would say, "Okay, we can work with Jalen."
I could see Bill working with Jalen.
Yeah.
I could. Now that's interesting. I'm gonna need my capologist to tell me could that work. But
right.
That is very interesting. I just find it funny that the Patriots are shopping their defensive player of the year, but we have a hard time moving on from our regular guys. It's interesting to me.
What is this contract? Do you have that at the top?
Jalen?
No. The guy over there.
Gilmore got paid. Got paid.
Yeah, Gilmore got stupid bread.
Yeah.
Stupid bread. It's like.
All right. So real quick, buy or sells for the rest of this segment here. Buy or sell trading Xavier Woods.
You ain't getting nothing for no Xavier Woods.
Yeah, it's the end of his contract.
I
So
don't know what you getting. Ain't nobody picking him up, especially at the end of his deal. They're not gonna do. They're gonna do the same thing they did with Taco. You at the end of this deal, we'll just wait for you to cut him.
yeah.
Well, Taco got cut in the middle of his rookie deal.
Right. So and people still they dangled him and they're like, no,
Put it
we'll
this
wait
way.
till you cut
Put
him.
it this way. I won't go individual names. I'll just say buy or sell the DBs on 1-year contracts.
All right.
Xavier Woods, Cheeto, Jordan Lewis.
My dog.
I'm not even going to say Worley.
bad.
I just don't think you get anything for Worley right now.
Yeah.
I think you could get some for Cheeto, and I think you could get some for Cheeto.
You get something. Cheeto ain't that bad to me.
I think Cheeto's okay.
Cheeto's one of my dogs.
I would mind keeping Cheeto.
I keep Cheeto. I think Cheeto gonna be on this team next year. Believe it or not.
Funny thing is, we say we'll keep Cheeto because we need Cheeto now. But if somebody come to you and say, "Yo, I'm willing to give you a 4 for Cheeto," you not turning that down.
Yeah, he gone. Yeah, he gone.
Because
but I'm just saying, I would like to
back.
keep him. Yeah, I wouldn't mind keeping Cheeto. But if somebody came with a 4th buy.
So are you
For real? Y'all get rid of Cheeto for a 4th though?
If you're not bringing him back, what's the point?
You're not bringing him back.
The season ain't me not going to the playoffs, right?
And this is probably going to be a blow up thing. You know what I'm saying? And once again, like I said, these are Jason Garrett's guys. These aren't Mike McCarthy's guys.
A 4th might even be rich.
Yeah, he's going to be looking at it like, to me, I see it as just from me looking back afar, like how Gruden, when he came in, when they offered him that big ass deal, you got control of this, you got control of that, do what you want. As soon as he came in, he said, you going, you going, you going, you going. I'm getting picks, and he got some pretty good picks out of that from the Oakland Raiders. He got a good foundation, and he's on the right track. Because I thought, man, Gruden was out the league for how long? He came in there and said, I'm cleaning house because I want my players. And whoever's got the best value, I'm going to get rid of you, and I'm going to get surplus, and then we're going to wheel and deal. That's the right thing to do if you're rebuilding. You got to get rid of them hot top-end contracts.
Absolutely. Hopefully this
Cheeto come back this week, right?
Yeah,
maybe.
If he's solid for the remainder of the year, I think that they approach Cheeto a little bit before the end of the year, and they offer him a deal that he can't refuse. I just think that they value Cheeto a little bit more over Woods and
how do we even know though? How do we?
I just have a feeling though. It could be the biasness in me because I like Cheeto and he wears my number.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. They almost might have to keep Cheeto on the strength of if you let Cheeto walk. I'm not just talking about this year, but in free agency, you are really in dire straits at cornerback. Yeah. And the cornerback market in free agency is not good. So what's the saying you like to say, Law? It's better to about the person you know than what's that saying? You got all them sayings.
Yeah. Oh man, just dance with the devil you know. I guess.
Or dance with the
love
devil.
The one you with. You know that's Luther right there. Love the one you with, baby.
Yeah, they know about Cheeto already. Yeah. So, hell, screw it. We'll just keep Cheeto.
Let me say this though. I only seen Cheeto since we got drafted. What 2016 or 17? 17, right? 17. Cheeto been here since 17. We only seen Cheeto get burned once, like last year against the Jets, like crazy burnt, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. He always been around the ball.
He got worked against he got worked against the Eagles, no names, and got benched.
But did he get really, really burnt like what we seen
Greg
with
Ward worked him a little bit on a couple routes, and they said, "Come on up out of here, bro." I'm not saying Cheeto's a bad
dog a little bit. You know,
I'm not saying he's a bad player.
Right.
But we have to stop. We have to stop accepting mediocrity. The new coaching staff cannot fall into the same path the old coaching staff did. We're just going to accept that you're okay enough. Right? If you can be upgraded from, let's go out and try to upgrade. That's how I look at it. The problem is, I don't know if it's an upgrade in free agency right now. I have to go look, but I know when I peaked a long time ago, I wasn't too happy about the free agency options at cornerback. But you know how it goes. Cap casualties, right? Trades can happen, things of that sort. There's some players being rumored out there, buddy.
They killing me over here in the chat. They said, "Law, you capping, dog." Law, man, Cheeto trash, man. I see y'all.
He's
y'all
not
hurt my
trash.
feelings.
Cheeto's
Yeah,
not
man.
trash.
He's not
dog.
trash. That's the
Cheeto's
thing.
not trash.
He's not
at all.
trash. It's just. It's just.
I would be cool with Cheeto coming back.
If he can't, I think you almost have to, James. I do. You almost have
Yeah.
to. Last buy or sell.
Go ahead with it.
Can I answer this one if you start with this name?
Demarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, can I start?
I can't even. And this is just fun. This is
He's
just
not
for
the
fun.
guy.
This is just for fun because of James. Like that's the only reason why I'm saying this, y'all. But buy or sell Demarcus Lawrence. Go.
Yeah, I'm going ahead and trade him. And this is, I promise you, that I'm not hating on D-Law at all because I've been said pay D-Law. D-Laws get hella pressures. I ain't hating on D-Law. But like when I'm going to use the Gruden thing, when he came in, he said, "Who is my guys that I can probably maneuver out of here and see what I can get?" And here's the thing: D-Law's what, 28? I think now, going on 29 ish. He's injury prone, okay, and you need to see what you can get for him before it's too late, okay? Because I don't know if he's not to me a building block for your future for your team. Just in my opinion, he is not a building block that you say, okay, we're starting our defense, D-Law needs to stay, and no, he's not that building block like that to me. He's expandable to me. And I don't know what kind of value you're going to get from him, but I think teams will go after him.
All right,
so I think you should do that.
Let me find out. Go ahead, because I'm going to find out what the ramifications of that is. Because I just don't think it's not possible.
Yeah, I don't think it is possible.
Because they just extended him.
It's not possible.
Yeah, I don't think it is
I
possible.
only entertained it because I know how James feel. I just don't think it's possible.
I don't think it's possible. And
Right.
like I said, I'm not hating on you, D-Law, but
gosh,
if we're talking
Lord, it's not dog. We can just shut up.
Yeah, that's why I figured because
You wanna see the dead
cap
cap?
hit is probably ridiculous.
You want to see the dead cap since they moved the money?
It's probably like 20.
Oh,
20 million
you
on
way
dead
low.
cap.
You way low.
Get
You way
low.
low. So
Get
if they
low.
traded him right now,
right now,
you're looking at next year a $27 million cap hit. In total, his dead cap is $53 million. But if you trade him right now, you $8 million now, $27 million next year. Okay, if you really, which that's just not gonna happen. But if you traded him, so it's not happening. You don't really have an out for D-Law until 2022.
Yeah.
So here's what I'll say about D-Law. No, I'm not trading D-Law. I get everybody's frustrations. I do. And even me, I don't think D-Law is that dude, but the problem is you traded him, so whatever. I think he's a good player. We all know D-Law is a good player. The issues we have with D-Law is that we want him to be an elite player. And ever since he got paid, let's be real, he has not been, you cannot mention him, in my opinion, with the elite of the elites. Here's the problem. And this is why you have to kind of think, like, what do we do here? This is not the scheme for Demarcus Lawrence. This isn't really not the scheme for Jalen Smith either.
No.
So what you have to visit is not trading Demarcus Lawrence. It's trading your scheme. Hear me out. We all want to get rid of Mike Nolan. That's cool. Get rid of Mike Nolan, but if you bring somebody back in with a 3-4 scheme hybrid, what's changing? This team is set up for 4-3. It's still set up for 4-3. It's not too late to keep it that way. Mike McCarthy has to make a decision. Do I ride with my best friend or one of my good friends? I don't know if he's best friend. My good friend, or do I do what's good for this team? And what's good for this team right now is changing back to a 4-3. It just is. It doesn't have to be this year, right? If you're going to ride it out with Mike Nolan, whatever, we're not going anywhere. But in the offseason, it's something you have to revisit. Because you either A, change back to a 4-3, or B, completely overhaul the personnel. Don't go in this thing timid. Don't go in here playing. Go get you 3-4 personnel right now and start.
Like Bill Parcells
Like
did.
Bill
When
Parcells
he came
did.
in, he said, I'm running a 3-4. He got rid of everybody that was not 3-4. And he said, this is what you're going to play. And if you don't want to play it, bye. I mean, that's what you got to do. I got a quick thing from one of the people in the chat, Payback Carter. He says, shout out for the donation. He said, what about Dan Quinn as defensive coordinator?
There you go. That was a 4-3, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
He
Legion
was
of
pretty
Boom.
successful as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Yep, and he kept looking at our players. Remember, he got the
Mhm.
the other Canadian off our team. He got Carter. Didn't he pick him up too? So he might kind of look at this situation and say, "Yeah, I love to coach for the Cowboys as a coordinator." Our all perceptions can change this weekend if D-Law come out here and just get 3 or 4 sacks. And it could be quite possible because if they start Randy Gregory and get him more than 6 snaps,
Did you
it
just
could
say
be a
3?
situation because Randy Gregory normally eats against the Eagles.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
he
he
normally
does.
rates
No,
the
Randy go ham.
Randy go ham, and then
I ain't worried about. I ain't worried about Randy. You know why? Because I feel like Randy is versatile enough to stand up.
True.
Randy can't stand up because he's an Alden Smith type.
Right. Here's Randy here. I just it's unfortunate that D Law is in this scheme, and we want him to be something he can't be in this scheme. Now, does that mean he's playing bad? No, that don't mean he's playing bad or anything like that. He's just, in my opinion, I don't think he's playing bad. He's just not what we want him to be. That is a dominant defensive end. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Right. I want him to be dominant.
We want him.
He's not dominant, guys.
I want him to be dominant. You feel me? Like,
Not dominant.
I mean,
Who's y'all for this weekend, Dan?
What do you mean?
Line up right now. Who's going to be lined up right now? Just 4.
It has to be
four?
Gregory, right?
yeah, got to start Randy on that right side. And then you're going to have D-Law in the middle. I ain't starting Poe. I'd have to go. I'd go with Hamilton and Woods.
Hamilton, Woods in the middle, D-Law on the other side, Gregory.
So Alden, is he hurt or something? He's still going through some injuries?
I'm sorry. I'm Dove. I didn't even think about
yeah.
that. Dove. Yeah,
Oh.
it's Alden Smith. Duh.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah, it just.
Damn.
Alden
All
Smith.
about Alden.
Yeah,
Floyd.
yeah, Coach
him
Tucker said that he can play inside. Would you
He
rather?
can.
Just, yeah,
But he ain't going
Is
to play
that too
inside all
light?
game.
Is that too
He
light?
ain't playing. I don't think that's best for his game playing inside most of the time, though.
Yeah.
I think you can slide him in on like a passing down, but I don't want him playing like that on running downs. I don't want him doing that. I think he's less effective in my opinion that way.
Who Everson? I'm sorry. Who
Alden. Yeah, playing inside like a 3 tech.
Full time.
Sometimes slide it. Yeah, I don't want that.
NASCAR package. Yeah, he's
NASCAR
6'4",
for sure.
260. He's not. Can't do that to him.
Yeah, I like to slide him inside and to have Randy beside him on that NASCAR package.
Miss Scouting Pro, what's up, Miss Scouting Pro? Good to see you here. Just makes an interesting point.
Shout out.
What happened to D-Law mirrors 2013 D-Ware under Monty Kiffin's scheme. That's a great point because then D-Ware, when he got back to the scheme he was familiar with, he turned into that guy.
Yeah, Monty Kiffin was 100.
They never fired him, huh, Big AJ?
Oh, he was 100. When they said they heard him,
I know, I was like, what
80
the-
years old. I said, we're not winning anything.
I feel like Jerry
Tell the
don't know what
story
the hell.
again. How they got him up out of the paint. He just woke up one day.
Dog. This Monty Kiffin, man, I don't even want to mention his name. Did you see him in the booth? He
Sleep.
was so old
He
looking.
was asleep.
He was so old looking. I'm like, y'all really
Monty
went out and got
Monty
him
Kiffin was up there
thinking
like
he was
this.
going to do something.
But they sold it to us, though. He sold it. Jerry can
he
sell.
he
Oh,
tried
man,
to
they
sell.
sold it. Man.
He didn't sell that to me. I seen how old he was. I said, you're not selling that to me. He's a grandpa. He did that in 1922.
Look at this guy.
We go
Shout out to Money, man.
Send a dog.
You know he can't yell. That
Oh,
Mac
my
probably heard it if he yelled.
Sharon!
Blitz. I said blitz.
Right. Shout out to Money, man. And his son. And
Hell
his
was they
son.
thinking putting that old ass man up there?
Man, and like you said, Jerry tried to sell the hell out of that man.
Man, he was pushing it to us, man.
Monty
We'll
Kiffin, he's one of the best coordinators. Like, oh my gosh, stop.
Well, don't listen to Jerry.
Don't,
know-
please.
You know Jerry is
You gonna shut up and let me talk?
yeah.
Your question?
I didn't even
Let
get
me
the
ask-
damn it. I didn't put it up here.
And he never gave the answer. That's the funniest
No.
thing.
He never gave it.
Will you shut up and let me answer?
He never gave the answer. That joker dog.
Did you see how quiet it got? Everybody got quiet and they were just sitting there. And then Choppy goes, okay, Jerry. He had to talk all soft and nice.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Jerry, what I'm asking is this.
But apparently Jerry said something like, "You never piss off a man with money. It'll get you."
Gosh.
Damn,
See that?
you threatening motherfuckers on the radio, Jerry?
See,
Man.
that's why, and
You wow.
Trust
that's why,
me,
and that's why.
You wow.
that wasn't his first time.
Hey.
I mean, Jerry
does
know how to
that all
make
the
bodies
time.
disappear. He know how to make bodies disappear. You know.
But
Hey.
you know what? That's our problem, though, fellas. I mean,
Hey, you might want to be quiet because last time we talked about Steven and Jerry, your connection is disconnected.
Right. But Michael Irvin stabbed somebody in the neck, though, man. Did Michael Irvin serve any time? I want
Because
somebody.
Jerry
to go
got them
stab
lawyers,
somebody in the
fam.
neck.
He got lawyers and judges in his pocket.
that's why.
Yeah.
Mike ain't never gonna say nothing against no
he
Jerry.
said, "You don't piss off a man with money; it come back to get you."
Look, I ain't
Don't
trying
like
to
your
spit the tea.
Jerry
Hey,
been spicy the
a
last
player,
2
a
years.
player done punched a DJ in the jaw. Did you see that person
That-
getting suspended?
That shit disappeared.
Disappeared.
That man said, "Oh no, that wasn't Zeke. I was saying
was-
stuff. I don't
Somebody got drunk with drinking behind the wheel and wrecked a car, a company car. What happened? Did anybody hear that story? Oh man, let me stop. Let me hush myself over here.
That's still detrimental to our team.
Swag
though.
is- Yeah,
it is.
Listen, I'm trying- Swag,
It's
you-
funny. It's
Swaggy.
funny to laugh about.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's detrimental to our team because he uses that power of control to control the whole organization. And then just like that, I mean, that's the stuff that bothers me because you have a regular person asking you a regular question.
Mhm.
Jerry, wasn't disrespectful with his question. He was like, Jerry, do you think that is there a lack of leadership in the locker room? And why does Jerry get mad? Because he knows it's true. When he's getting frustrated like that, you know it's true. That's why he's hitting a question that you know in your heart that you feel that there probably is, but you don't want to come out in the media. And Jerry don't want to ever come out in the media and say that because he's always going to try to put that positive spin on it. But to me, it's to the detriment of the team. And then when somebody asks you a question and you say that type of stuff to him, you think he just does that on air? That's his everyday life. So I think that's the way he runs the whole organization. So how are we really to flourish when you got an owner has his thumbnail on the whole life of the Cowboys and you can't really ever breathe under it? Like I said, we held Mike McCarthy.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Do not let Steven off the hook. I won't let you.
Oh
do
no,
it.
he's not. Oh no, he was coming next.
Yeah. Don't let Steven off the hook, fam.
He ain't.
He's honestly, Jerry is.
He's probably.
Jerry.
I would say
Jerry's Jerry. Steven is the motherfucker I'm most pissed off about.
Yeah, Steven boy.
He got more rope now than he ever has had, and he's fumbling the bag.
Yeah,
He's fumbling the bag. You wasted Tony Romo's career away at the end. You're wasting Dak Prescott's career right now. You're being too cheap. I talked about it on my show earlier.
Coming
oh
back.
my goodness.
I talked about on my show earlier. He's like the uncle. He's like the dad from Everybody Hates Chris. He's cheap as hell, and I don't just mean cheap like, oh, I don't want to spend money cheap. I mean his whole mentality is cheap. When we go out in free agency, we bargain bin shop. When he tries to negotiate contracts with the team, he's trying to soak as much money to the Cowboy, to the cap, because he's a cap Super Bowl guy, to the cap as much as possible. Which I get being responsible, but what I don't get is being frugal. Two different things, fam. Spend the money wisely, not stupidly. And lately, he's been spending it very stupidly. We can get into the contracts, but I think public enemy number one right now is Steven whatever Jones. I don't know what his middle name is.
Well, let me say this though. Big Game James, you read this off perfectly on your wonderful episode. Can you do that again? The titlings of Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones, Jerry Jr. And we love Charlotte Jones, so we don't have to worry about her.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
she should be running shit.
We love Charlotte. I want her to be like that.
I like Charlotte. Charlotte, I met her a couple times. She's
Yeah.
a very nice lady. But I can definitely. When I was going through and I was looking, I was like, okay. So I just wanted to look on here with the staff, staff members for the Dallas Cowboys. So I went on there and staff members, and when I looked on there for staff members, everybody said Jones. So let me just read the staff members' titles to you. Here it comes, right here. Here it goes. Front office, Jerry Jones. Owner, President, General Manager, Executives, Stephen Jones, Chief Operating Officer, blech, Executive Vice President, blech, blech, and here's my super blech, blech, Director of Player Personnel,
Steven, right?
blech.
That's Steven, right?
That's Stephen,
Mhm.
and that's the worst blech of them all.
Mhm.
Charlotte Jones, Executive Vice President, Chief Brand Officer. Jerry Jones Jr., Executive Vice President, Chief Sales and Marketing Officer. And let me name somebody else. There is none.
John Stephen Jones. You know what they run this thing like? We all grew up where we grew up, right? You know you know the corner store. When the folks buy the corner store and they got their kids up in there. When the dad ain't there, it's the oldest. When the oldest ain't there, it's the middle. When the middle ain't there, it's the youngest. You go in there, it's a 10-year-old at the register. Stephen Jones,
nobody else working here.
right? Yeah. Stephen Jones is the 10-year-old right now. At the register, we try and get our little 25-cent bag of chips, our little zebra cake.
Yeah.
And he trying to hassle you. Nah, dog, listen, man. That's going to be. You 10 years old trying to tell me what I'm going to pay what I want to pay. And the rest of the league is saying, what? You want food for what?
And who is Stephen is over Director of Player Personnel. Where in the hell is Stephen Jones a football guy?
He's not.
Arkansas,
and he's over
baby.
Director.
He's a money guy.
And I mentioned this guy in law. I was just in my feelings. I ain't gonna lie, I was in my feelings. So I was going way back to Jimmy Johnson. I was posting all kind of articles from way back in the day. I was in my feelings. So, but one of the things that this was really rung true to me when Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson first started that journey, right? Mm-hmm. Jimmy made Jerry put in his contract, I want full control of player personnel. I want full control. Why do you think Jimmy Johnson did that? Because he knew. He knew Jerry Jones was going to have his fingers and hands and everybody all in it. And he said, no, I'm the football guy. You're not. You're the money guy. I'm the football guy. Let the football guy do the football things and let the money guy do the money things. And if they would have kept it like that, we would have had great harmony. But see, the money guy wants to jump in there and say, I'm a football guy too. And if I don't get my respect as the football guy, guess what? You're going to be gone.
Jamal says, come on, now, if you had your own business, you wouldn't hire your family. First of all, you shouldn't be mixing that too much.
That's the worst thing you want to do, because when it goes down, it goes down.
Second of all,
no checks and balances.
If you're going to hire them, this is what you do. Hey, dog, I need somebody to collect the chairs when the event's over. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I'm gonna hit you off with $100. Just, just clean up a little bit. Hey, dog, I need somebody to open up shop. Just go ahead, open up, turn the lights on, clean up a little bit. Hey, dog, I need you to pass out these flyers for this event. You know what I'm saying? But what you don't do, you know what I'm saying? Hey, dog, here are the books. Okay? Right. Go hire everybody, even though you have no experience in doing this. Go hire everybody. Yeah. And good luck. No. Good luck. If I want my business to prosper, I'm going to hire the best qualified people. For my
Not
business,
just because they're your family, and that's
not
what
because
happened.
Of my family.
And that's a perfect thing you just said, Sky. You're anointing him director of player personnel. Yeah, you might be good with the money, but you're anointing him, and he's never put in the work. Where is he? I mean, he may have but where is he put in the work for you to say, okay, you did this, so we'll get you did this? No, it was, you are my son, so you're naturally just going to get this. It was never a chance to. You didn't go out.
Let me read Miss Scout and Pro comment right here, and it speaks a lot of volumes to everybody of what's going on. She said, "This is why I remind fans to stop calling Will McClay the general
that's
manager."
Silly.
Yeah,
that's silly.
Because what he said even in the interview today. Hey, I make the final decision. It always been since 1989. He says he makes the final decision. That's Jerry Wayne Jones. He have the direct power to veto or override any decision that comes around. So if he really say, okay, I don't want Bradley and I out there, or I don't want this guy to be out there, and Will McClay said, no, you got to put him out there. No, I make the final call.
And that's what he's going to say too. And that's what he's going to say.
Oh, that's so bad.
Or you can go to your own team,
That's so bad if he's doing that. All right, listen. I could go on this Steven thing for so long. I'm just really upset with him. Do y'all want to go Washington review? We want to go straight to Eagles Sunday night.
we can talk a little bit about the Washington, then we can talk about those Schmeagles. Nine dime. I see you, fam. Appreciate you. And Pick and Pop. Really appreciate you.
Pick and Pop.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Pick and Pop was up in there. I seen I'm sorry, guys. We haven't been reading the
Always a lady, Jessica. I see you. I bring it. Brianna Betty. Appreciate you. My dog over here. RC Cowboys. Natasha. Really appreciate you for joining in.
Yeah. And before we go into the review of Washington and move on to Philly, make sure you guys subscribe to the channels, man. Law Nation, Dallas Cowboys Network, Silver Blue Nation. If you aren't subscribed, which obviously you are, you're in here, you were subscribed somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you rock out with us, and make sure you go on to Dallas Cowboys or the Cowboys Network on IG as well. Our guy is definitely a big help in what we do for this show. If you don't know where to go, I'll tell you. Instagram, the Cowboys Network. Twitter, Cowboys Net, and on Facebook, the Cowboys Network. Man, he'll drop all the nuggets for you, give you all the real, nothing to it, just the straight facts with some visually pleasing graphics as well. So make sure you check out my guy, man. He is very integral. All right, Washington and Dallas. It was a mess. Oh, but before I get to that, I'm going to read Nine Dimes thing because I did hear a lot of people bring this up. He said Jeannie Buss got her big bro out of there. The Lakers win a chip. Charlotte may have to take over. We're not big free agent destination. Last one is TL. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I do think we're still a targeted big free agent destination because first of all, it's Dallas, so you're going to get all the primetime games. You'll still get the endorsements and things like that. Granted, nowadays you can get them anywhere. Problem is, I don't think we're a big free agent destination to coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out.
Oh, I get
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think we big free agent destination to coaches because they don't want to deal with Jerry. Players, they don't. These dudes is different. They don't care about they getting paid. Am I getting paid? I'm getting paid. Cool, I'm good. But no, he makes a good point about LA. This is why you don't do the family thing. You know, Dr. Buss ran that.
He did.
When he passed away, they tussled on, brother, sister, aunt, cousin, all that crap, man. Horrible. Finally, said, bro, you got to get out of here. And things picked up. But anyway. All right, man. Where you want to start with this Washington game? Real quick, we can go through it. It was just an absolutely embarrassing showing. Similar to this week, I stated last week, it's a rival game. Just win. I don't care how it's done. But it was horrible. I'll start here. Offensive line, because we'll get Zach Martin back.
Yeah.
We all watched the tape.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Our quarter, it is what it is. Andy Dalton is what he is. Ben Dinucci is what he is. However, nobody can be nothing if Terrence Steele is still out there at right tackle.
Your third cousin, man.
My third cousin. He was horrible in that game, guys. I mean, bullied, pushed back. It was, he looked like week 1, week 2. Mm-hmm. So I ask, and I ask you guys out there, you bring in Zach Martin back. Do you kick him to right tackle, man?
Yes, because here's why. Connor McGovern allowed zero pressure. No sacks came from his side. Connor McGovern had a hell of a game. He was the brightest spotlight when you look at the tape. No, he didn't let nobody get behind him. So I think that Connor McGovern needs more playing time out there, believe it or not. So I think that somehow they got to figure that out. I don't want to see him resting on the bench. They got to figure that out because Terrence Steele, your third cousin, or he might be your fourth cousin by now.
At this point,
yeah,
he's my ancient cousin.
Right. He ain't getting to play.
He cousin through marriage.
Right.
My cousin-in-law.
Same last name.
He my cousin-in-law with the same last name.
Right. Goodness. Man, so I just look at it like this. If we can pull out the bright spots, that one little speck would be Connor McGovern when we look at the all 22.
Yeah, and I thought it was real weird. Michael Gelkin tried to point out. He tried to say and listen. I want Michael Gelkin on the show because I think he's a phenomenal reporter. But I think he should stick to the reporting. I hate to say that. That sounds bad because who am I, right? But I think it's weird when reporters cross the line of trying to be X and no analysis people, right? Am I wrong for saying that? Because he pointed out a blitz, that That
It wasn't
play
really
that
on,
Zeke.
It wasn't really on McGovern.
That play that Zeke got blown up, and he's like, "Oh, McGovern's awareness is a problem. They need to move him out," and blah blah blah. I'm like, "Wait a minute, guy. Like, did you watch the game? McGovern held up pretty freaking well, and on that play, that wasn't Connor McGovern. You know, it was
he hit the first man and bounced off of him and went to his
right.
next man.
You had
like he was supposed to.
94 across McGovern's face. First of all, Biotis pointed it out. He knew 55 was coming.
Yeah.
But so he pointed it out. 94 flashes in front of McGovern's face. McGovern picks up 31 on the blitz, and now it's one-on-one with 21 and 55. 21 got his ass whooped. We've seen him pick up that blitz how many times, guys?
But
So
you know
many
why he
times.
didn't do it though, right? He didn't greet him in the hole. He
Right.
stopped his feet. He was flat-footed. When you flat-footed, hey, a body in motion stays in motion, right? But this brother, he stayed flat-footed. He didn't greet him inside the hole. He didn't come up. He didn't put no body weight in it, and he got ran over like Family Guy.
I ran over.
So my thing is Ezekiel Elliott. He knew better. He just knew better. I don't know if he just kind of whiffed and gave up on that play. And trust me, Ezekiel Elliott apologies. I love Ezekiel.
One of the best.
Y'all know I do.
One of the best blocking running
I know I do.
backs. He just missed that one.
He fell asleep on that one, and he paid a hefty fine for it.
So I say all that to say that I think McGovern showed some stuff in there. And James, you dropped. I think you dropped the stats. I think at some point this week. And then you go watch the tape, and it matches because not all the time does PFF match the tape. But
Yeah, that's why I made sure I looked at the tape before I posted that.
right. But the tape matches. Was he phenomenal? Absolutely not. But was he serviceable? Absolutely
You
yes.
saw a lot of positives in that game, though.
Now
You could
was
build on.
Steele serviceable? Absolutely not. And
No way.
No. Oh gosh, no. He was so bad.
Oh my
Come on,
goodness!
cuz you gotta do better than that.
I know a lawn chair can block better than him.
I
A
want,
folding
you know what
chair
I
in
wonder though.
Mississippi can
You know what
block
I
better
wonder
than him.
though, fellas, is because you remember how I wonder. You know, we all would say, "Hey, let's kick Zach Martin because we want to see Connor McGovern stay at the guard position to continue to grow and get better and things of that nature, and he build him for the future."
Right?
But I wonder if Zach Martin's got so much pull in that locker room, and because of what he's done, because you know, after he played tackle in a pinch against Seattle, he was adamant saying, "I'm guard. I'm a guard. I'm playing guard," and I feel like he's earned a lot of I can stay here because this is where I'm great. You get what I'm saying? So I wonder if, you know, the team says we're gonna keep Steele here because we're gonna just have Zach. You know what I mean? Because of he says he feels more comfortable not playing right tackle the whole year.
But if the coaches say this is what's best, you have to do it. I just don't know that.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just saying, what if he balked so hard, and then what if Jerry's like, Zach did great things for us. You keep him there at guard, and you just figure it out.
Then I mean, this is already a mess. But if that's the case, James, if that is the freaking case, where your offensive freaking guard can go to this ain't the quarterback.
Yeah.
This ain't the quarterback. I love you, Zach.
I
don't give
know.
a damn who you're an offensive guard. If I tell you to move the right tackle, you better move. If the case is that he go complain to Jerry and Jerry say, "No, keep him." Just somebody talk. Somebody talk.
I'm sorry.
We just need to get Terrence up out the paint. I don't know what kind of pitches
But he's not
got.
coming out the paint. We've been talking about it each week, and he starts. So how do we think? Even when Zach Martin was there, they put him back at guard and started Steele.
How can we give him the boo-boo guts again? Because that's what happened to him the first time when he got up out of there, right? They said it had nothing to do with this or that. He had something dealing with his stomach, and he got up out of the paint, right? What game was that? Did we win that game?
That was Seattle. No, we lost.
That was the Seattle.
So I think
the best positive part of the game that we saw Zach Martin at tackle, right? And Dak Prescott was going through his progressions, throwing the ball everywhere. We need to get back to that.
I think the issue is that they like Terrence Steele.
Mm-hmm.
More than Martin, you know, in his pool. I just think that they like him. Whatever the frick reason, they like him. Just do.
I think that was like a Philbin pick, and I feel like since it's a Philbin pick, he's going
to
ride that joke.
Well, you mean just bringing him in?
Pick up, yeah.
Mike talked good on him too, though. Carthy was talking big shit, like,
I don't be believing what Mike said. He lied in the first interview ever.
Sky, I'm gonna Google your last name.
I love Mike.
I'm gonna Google your last
Nah,
name and
still
see
alive.
if Steele's got any mafia ties to it. Maybe I'm gonna
See,
Google your last name. Got any mafia
I don't.
ties to it?
That's so Law. That's crazy. I never told you this. I mean, I don't know if I told you I'm Italian, but that's crazy that you say that because my actual family heritage is not Steele's. Like it's not. One side is one side, the other side is actually from Sicily, Italy. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, there it is. That's where it came from. Huh? You probably let it come
My
out.
folks is from Sicily. They came straight off the boat to Ellis Island.
He from that spot with that leaning thing. Yeah, okay.
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy.
That's dope.
Interesting.
Y'all know.
Y'all Google those Steele.
No, it ain't Steele's. The name. I'm not gonna reveal the name. I don't know. People's out there, but I don't know people. I don't know how people are. People are people. But no, my actual family name on my mom's side is not Steele's. It's
okay.
I know D shift. Sicilians aren't Italians. I know how that whole thing goes, but nonetheless, mafioso. That's all I'm gonna say.
My guy Winky in here.
Connor Williams is the name.
Yeah. Well, Connor Williams, or kick him. Everybody keeps saying kick Connor Williams out the tackle, and I mean, he don't have the long arms, but neither does Zach Martin. He did pretty good. And he's athletic. That he played left tackle at Texas.
We've been asking for Connor to see him out there. I think at this point, the way we are sitting at tackle, if you ain't putting him out there, it's not going to happen. So talking about it to me is just a waste of time.
I feel like it too. I feel like it's been enough. We've been talking a lot about it.
Yeah, we talk about it as fans all the time. But dog, we're down to we were down to our tackle 5 and 6. And they didn't kick Connor Williams out there. If they ain't kick Connor Williams out there when we was down to tackle 5 and 6, they not kicking Connor Williams out there. Didn't happen. They kicked out Zach Martin before they decided to kick out Connor Williams. So that's, as much as I would love to see it,
Is he really? Is those arms that short? He got T-Rex arms or
they
something?
not that short. They're not that short. Maybe they seen something when he was young, and it was just like, no, this ain't it for Connor. I don't know.
But they don't see them literally picking him up, saying, "Nah, you get over here, my brother." No.
Here's the thing. What's so crazy about it is, why wouldn't you at least try it? Because he can't be no worse than some Terrence Steele.
Remember what I said at the top of the show? This is the time to try out all this stuff.
Because you're going against what? Let's go ahead and transition over to these Eagles, man. You're going against Graham.
Oh, my Lord Jesus.
Oh, you're going against Cox. My goodness.
So we talked about how the Redskins front, right? Oh, 5 first-round picks.
I hate even saying this on air because I hope
the
fans all up in here.
Dog, listen, man.
I see the dog Big Pain up in here and everything.
Philly Notion, let me tell you something, brother. Come on. Don't do that. Don't do that, Philly Notion. I saw you heard what he said in the chat, James?
What did he say? What did he say?
You know how he invited us to I think you're on board, so I know you're doing it, James.
Oh, he said you chill.
Yeah, I said, listen, dog, I can't do the Royal Rumble 10 people in this. I can't.
He said the Royal Rumble.
I can't do the Royal, but that's not my lane. So I'm gonna sit back from the stands and I'm gonna watch. And you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be entertaining, so I'm gonna watch. You know what I mean? But salute, appreciate you inviting me. He said,
what day y'all going live? My bad.
Friday. He gonna say, Friday, you dodging and you this and that. I'm like, whoa, Philly, you can come on the damn show and we can talk and we can debate. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna be yelling and screaming over 10 mother suckers in the building. Eagles and Cowboys? Come on, dog. I don't got enough patience to deal with 5 Eagle fans at one time screaming at me on the internet. Oop. So come on the show, Philly, and we can talk. I'm gonna leave that at that. And anyway,
I'm down for the Royal Rumble.
Oh, I know you down for the Royal Rumble.
Because
you go here, James. I don't give a hell.
Yeah, I know James gonna run up in there. Just don't make no bet. Don't make no bet. Say you gonna wear Eagles paraphernalia.
I'll never make that bet. That was the Browns. Cause that was the Browns. Like somebody told me, I would never wear. I said that's the Browns, dog. They ain't irrelevant to me. But I'll be goddamn. Excuse my language. I'll be damn if I put on a Redskin.
James,
or
funny too,
or Eagles.
When you said you lost the bet to the Browns bull, I'm like, I gotta wear the Browns stuff. I thought James had to wear a Browns jersey, so I go.
Yeah, you see what I did, right? I got my orange tide shirt. I had my orange tide shirt. I said that's orange. I'm gonna flip it inside out, and there's your brown shirt. How about that? Because I'm be damned if I spend $20 on an ugly ass brown shirt. I bet I don't. I will flip that shirt inside out and say Browns.
That was still the ugliest shirt in life.
I said, dog, is it a brown shirt? This nigga threw. Oh my bad. This dude, he threw on an orange shirt.
Hey, my orange tight shirt.
It said,
I all the way real.
What'd you say? Go Brownies, go Brownies,
Go Brownies, go Brownies. Woof woof.
Woof.
Woof woof. Go Brownies.
What are they really? Are they really dogs? What are they, man? It's just
Man,
brown.
I don't know what
shoot.
the hell they are. When
They
they have
people.
me do that, I still.
They people. The name it comes from a Paul
Really cool.
Brown. They're nothing. They are a person. It's
Feel me?
weird.
I'm
Anyway.
not- He ain't getting that money out of me.
Anyway, man. So the Eagles got that's funny. Eagles got Fletcher Cox, the other sweat, and then another sweat.
Yeah,
Who's it-
sweet sweat. What?
Sweat. I think I think it's a sweat over there too.
Oh,
Derek
man, he's
Barnett.
dangerous.
Derek
Yeah.
Barnett.
Brandon Graham, Javon Hargrave, the cat from Jacksonville. Their defensive line is just as stacked.
Jackson, I believe. Yeah, Malik Jackson.
Malik Jackson. So
Malik Jackson.
they're just as stacked. Okay, so if y'all think anything is going to change,
Vinny Curry. Josh.
Curry.
Josh Sweat. Yeah, I knew
Sweat.
there was another Sweat. So I just highly doubt that anything. I think you're going to get a lot of pressure. We gave up 6 sacks last week. Now here's the thing with Ben. Ben is a little bit more mobile than Andy Dalton. What I do to Andy Griffin? Than Andy Dalton. But he doesn't have the pocket awareness. He doesn't have the veteran presence, right? There was times during the few pass attempts that Ben Dinucci did. I'm like, dang, Ben, this ain't college, fam. You cannot just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and stand. You have to climb the pocket.
Right, he's still straight up.
Ben Dinucci, dog, I love his swagger. Bro caught the ball so smooth. He just, nah, dog, you cannot be back there chilling. You have to move. You have to keep your feet moving. So hopefully they worked with him this week when they got the film, right? Because you can't possibly work with him without the film. All you can do is just, all right, we're going through the motions. These are the drills. Now we can say, this is what you're doing wrong. This is how we correct it. So maybe we'll see some Ben magic, but I have my doubts, man. I just think the Eagles' defensive line is going to overwhelm our offensive line.
And then they got this guy that wears number 47. I don't know his name, but
Gary.
number 47.
Nathan
flashes.
Jerry or whatever.
That joker flashes, man. I said,
Nah,
like,
dog,
he
he
plays.
trash.
That's a linebacker there, Cowboy Nation. That
No. Eagle fans,
I'm
please.
talking about he plays. I'm not
No.
saying that. I'm not saying that he's less than the guys that we got, but he plays. He just make plays. That's all I'm saying.
Nathan Jerry.
Let me tell you something. Eagle fans will be laughing at you right now. They hate that guy.
They hate him, but that joker, watch him. That's all I'm gonna say.
And they got Falcon.
Would it shock? Yeah, there you go. Would it shock you though if a defender on that team made a play against the Cowboys offense? Come on, man.
Yeah, they got Falcon too.
But they have a different review of people, man. But they got Falcom. I remember they was mad at Falcom at first, and they said, "Oh, I love him. I love him." You know, he came from nowhere.
yeah.
They've been trying to get rid of Nathan Jerry for years. This ain't nothing new, dog.
I know.
Sure. Nathan Jerry may have a play, but that won't change the perception of what he is. He's not a good player. I mean, but that's neither here nor there. It's their front four that's the problem. I don't believe
Our
it's their
defense got to win
linebackers.
that game. Our defense has to win that game.
Wait, what? Wait.
I have to just. I know. I have to just throw it out there.
Say it again.
Our defense has to win that game.
Yeah. Look at the Eagles.
Ladies and gentlemen, somebody done kidnapped Big Game James.
The aliens came out the sky.
I have no words.
They put the stick in my hand and said,
James, I have no words.
the defense has to win the game.
Stop.
It's gonna rise above. It's gonna rise above this week. It's gonna rise above.
Our guy Flockham about to have about 150.
Falcom.
Randy Gregory gonna play.
Dog,
inspired.
listen to this, man. In all seriousness, listen to this.
Right.
Cheeto getting a pick.
The tight end Nate Hurst from the Falcons. I'm on since week 2. 40-something yard touchdown.
Hayden Hurst.
Okay.
Yeah.
Week 3, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, pick a goddamn receiver. All had big plays for touchdown. Well, DK should have, but Week 5, or was that week 4? Week 4, Browns, right?
Yeah.
Odell Beckham Jr., big play, touchdown. Follow the trend here. This ain't big play. It's big play, touchdown. Last week, Terry McLaurin, big play, touchdown.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
What the hell make you think fuck him ain't going to have a big play touchdown this week or 2?
Fuck him. John Hightower, somebody.
John Hightower, Jalen Rager if he comes back.
He can't catch, but that joker somehow at the craziest time he catches the ball.
Oh man,
keep hope alive.
But I'm gonna tell the Eagles now. Don't y'all let the Cowboys win.
Oh Lord, what?
I'm telling y'all, this is my hope. Is that this is in my heart is going to be like that Washington 2015 year when we had lost 7 in a row and everybody said they were going to smack us.
I was at that game.
And we played. I just felt like we're going to beat y'all. I don't know how we're going to beat y'all. I don't know how we're going to beat y'all. And plus they played stupid football too, because if it wasn't for Deshaun Jackson doing the dumb move, and remember he's playing in this game. If he didn't do the dumb move, Dallas may not have won it. So I'm just going to keep hope alive and hope that the Cowboys say, you know what, let's do this for these fans too.
Let's do it for the nation, baby.
Do it for the nation, man, because y'all just lost to the Washington football team, and you got Philly, dog. The Cowboys should know about Philly. You feel me? The players should know about Philly.
You know what I'm realizing as I get older and as we continue to not do shit for 25 years, us fans care way more.
Right.
Than
the players
in general, right? In general,
we should put the pads on.
In general, right. but we care way more about these rivalries.
Right, we do.
I think the guys that really cared are gone from these teams. The 90s rivalries is no longer. The early 2000s rivalries are no longer. Thank you, B-Rob. B-Rob says, shout out to you, bro. Appreciate the content, entertainment through this down season. Y'all make the Cowboys game watchable with your entertaining shows and content. Salute, bro. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. We tell people all the time about our live streams. Hey, we may not win, but you're going to have fun. If you're watching our show, you're going to have fun on our show. So I appreciate that, man.
You 5-2. You 5-2, Law. I just thought I'd let you know that.
Oh, yeah, man. Doggone it, Bodge got lucky with that win on the fantasy group.
Godfather.
Yeah.
I done told y'all I'm Italian. They're calling me Godfather still. They call me all these damn names. Y'all, wow.
Still got it.
So just make sure when y'all doing all that talking, y'all know who we got, right?
Well,
we got the mob.
It's funny. Yeah. I can't. Listen. I'm not supposed. Family. We ain't supposed to talk about all that crap. So I'm just. We don't
even got talking. So now you know. They probably watching. You better watch.
Everybody watching, man. Y'all funny.
Anthony, Sky, do you need us to call somebody else, Sky? Sky. Do you need me to call somebody for you today, Sky?
Silly, man. Hey, Anthony O said, time. Miss Song.
We might as well start singing it now.
It said start singing it.
It's
on my side.
Yes, it is.
Yo, you got to be a diehard late night hype supporter to know what the hell we talking about right
now. Yeah. But if we magically, man, win,
that would be so dope.
All right, so in all seriousness,
melt down. They're gonna melt down so bad.
Oh my God, their channels are gonna be ridiculous. I will troll so hard.
Oh, I'm trolling.
In all seriousness, what do we need to do to win this game? James, swear to God,
if Dinucci becomes Romo Jr. / Roger Jr., man, he get a full week.
Hey, Ben gonna be hyped for this game because Ben was like, "Hey, if I'm ready to play, I'm gonna be the first in the building, last one." I feel like Ben's gonna be hyped. I think we gotta do the short, quick passing game for him. Not, get him some quick passes to get him, feeling good about himself. Let his moxie maybe come out. I don't know what they're gonna do with Zeke as far as running that ball, but I think that's the only thing we can hope for. The defense, I'm just saying a prayer.
Yeah,
that's better.
Because
I'm just saying I
had a supporter on Twitter that said he's a really huge Ben Dinucci supporter. I'm not going to say everything he said, but he just really thinks Ben Dinucci, we have something special in him. And I told him, I said, hey man, you could be right, but I as a objective Cowboys content creator and Cowboys fan, I can't say that. I said we have nothing in him right now until we have something. He didn't have a great career in college. He hasn't shown anything in the pros just yet, so I can't go out on the limb. But I hope you are right. I hope he does have these amazing qualities that you believe he has. So I do agree with, I think it was Law who said it jokingly, but I think I believe it. Ben Dinucci has to make some amazing plays.
Gucci.
I can't put it all on Dinucci. I have to put this on a coaching staff. I think this is the game where I have to say, okay, all right, Washington was that was bad, right?
It was bad. It was wet, rainy. You wasn't prepared to play. Go
right,
with it.
Right. But as Cowboy fans, Mike McCarthy, Mike Nolan, we loathe the Eagles.
Yes.
We loathe the Redskins. Oh, we do. Trust me. We loathe the Eagles. And you have to loathe losing. So throw the goddamn kitchen sink at Philly.
Yes, be all out, please.
Bring everything on the table. I'm not talking about double reverses, razzle dazzle, right? I mean, yes, trick plays. Have a trick play, when you have a trick play. But leave nothing. Hey, if we get beat on a deep ball, be it because we sent the damn house. Don't get beat because dudes is looking in the backfield. Don't get beat because we getting cute with the cover 3, cover 4 quarters, whatever the hell. Get beat because you want to go ring number 11's band.
Yeah.
Get beat because you want to take one of these linemen off their feet. Get beat because you want to put Bart Scott's 5'6" foot nothing ass in the dirt. And I don't mean like dying. I don't mean that for you PC people out there. But throw the goddamn kitchen sink at the Philadelphia Eagles because you're tired of losing.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to have to win.
Come on now. Hey, turn on the Philadelphia Eagle versus the Pittsburgh Steelers tape and just say, hey, somebody.
Their offensive line is decimated too.
Somebody can play like Chase Claypool. I think we got somebody that's on this side of the ball that Ben Dinucci can say to himself, hey, in college, I never got a chance and an opportunity to throw to Amari Cooper. I never got a chance to throw to CeeDee Lamb. I never got a chance to throw to a guy with the likings of a Michael Gallup. Yeah. I got all of this weaponry. I even got Dalton Schultz, man. So I'm going to be able to come out here, and I never had an Ezekiel Elliott at JMU. So I'm going to take the opportunity to rip apart these Eagles because this is my shining night and honor right now to play football on Sunday night to showcase to the world that I'm Big Ben Dinucci. Y'all get a mouthful of it, Eagles. Let's go. Let's go.
Feel me, Cowboys Nation. Listen, James said it earlier, and I agree with this. I don't give a good goddamn if we don't win another game this year
Just sweep the
outside of the Eagles.
Sweep the Eagles.
Please.
Just sweep
For
them.
the
I
love
don't care if
of
we win another game. Sweep the Eagles.
Let's go, Big Ben Dinucci.
We can go 4-12 as long as we beat them mother suckers twice.
I'm good.
Okay.
My season good.
Let me be Dinucci's hype man. Let me get in the stadium with him. Let me get in his help.
Let's keep on speaking that positivity in there because you know what? We've seen quarterbacks come out of nowhere. We've seen plenty of times in NFL that they come in out and the down team is downtrodden. Everything looks bad. Team saying everybody say you about to get blown out, and those guys come in there because he may come in there and be loose like I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't supposed to be playing this game anyway, so let me just play crazy.
Right,
not crazy bad, crazy good.
We're gonna be on the game stream on Sunday. Ben Dinucci, fifth goddamn interception.
4 picks, man. I'm done with Dinucci. Get him out of here.
Double reverse sweep inside our own red zone. We were like, what the world, Kelly boy?
Oh man, this is great.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we literally have nothing to lose the rest of the season.
Nothing.
All I can think about is that Jimmy Johnson, that clip I played a couple of weeks ago, and he said, I can't wait to meet this person. I can't wait to see this team. We need that type of coach to come in here. If we could just pay Jimmy Johnson to just come in and do the halftime speech.
Just pay him to be a hologram.
Hey, Jimmy, what did Jimmy need to chill out? Because Jimmy said some shit the other week. I'm like, Jimmy.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah, he said some crazy stuff. Didn't he say about Andy Dalton?
This is the best team Andy Dalton has ever had, Jimmy.
He's trying to get in that ring of honor, dog.
We love you, Jimmy. but it getting a bit old. It getting a little bit old.
You want to get in that ring of honor, dog. So he's saying positive things about
Positive things about Jerry.
Positive.
Oh,
Man, with Jimmy, man, I almost shed a couple of tears when I saw him get that Hall of Fame, man.
Yes.
And when he was talking, he
Yes.
couldn't get it out. I said, man, that's my dog, Jimmy, man.
Hey.
He deserved to be in the ring of honor as well.
Going West gonna break the curse.
Jerry, just do something for us one time.
I-
Just get him in the ring of honor, man, before I get gray hair, man.
I'll tell you
Please.
what, he's the one that wouldn't be having none of this shit for the Eagles game. I'm not
Hell
hearing
no.
I'm not hearing no tanking stuff. Here's what's wild, man. We're going up against arguably, it ain't really that much arguable this year, the most turnover-prone quarterback in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
But he's going up against the most non-turnover-prone defense in the inside.
Yeah. Come on, D-Law.
We can't get a turnover to save our damn lives, but he giving them up.
Oh, my goodness.
He giving them up. So can the defense take advantage of Carson Wentz's YOLOs?
I think Randy Gregory. I think he keeps coming in my head,
He
man.
owns them.
You gotta say it, James. You gotta bring it that. Come on, I want to hear.
That damn Ben, dog.
Oh, shout out to Brianna.
What's up, Brianna? But I just feel like, man, he only got 6 snaps, and he had y'all. You mentioned it yourself, still, that the one where Trevin Diggs got beat on the long pass,
And that
he
was
was
gonna be
right
sacked.
there. You know what I mean? So, like we said, he's been an Eagle killer. When he got to play the one time when he was suspended the whole damn year at the end of the year,
Yeah.
remember that was 2016 or 2017?
Yeah.
And he was all in the backfield on Wentz. He was all in the backfield. We were like, oh my God, we need Randy for these plays. And then they suspended him again. Remember? So I think it was 2016. But at the end of the day,
They did
I feel
him
like
wrong.
if Randy can get that good pressure early with that damn Ben, it may spark the other team, because I believe, you know how much the team loves Randy Gregory. The team loves him, and his personality is really infectious. So if he can start getting it rolling and maybe get some pressure, get an early sack, maybe it motivates these other guys to step their game up and let's do this. So I think the key on the line is going to be Randy Gregory. Play him until his tongue falls out his mouth.
Mhm. And think about this. I think he had one of the highest Wonderlic tests
Sure
too. So he's smart. He's intellectually smart as it relates to X's and O's on the field. And I think that he's gonna blaze this opportunity just like he blazed something else green, because he's gonna be looking at this thing and he's gonna be like, I'm gonna take my shoulder blade off the edge. It's gonna cut the Philly grass, and I'm gonna come right on in and I'm gonna blast. You know, I'm gonna blast
It's funny.
Carson Wentz.
0-2-4.
Yeah.
Damien said, honestly, do y'all think we're going to win? I'm being
Yeah.
real. Oh,
I'm not gonna have no. I'm not just normally I have like a timid response, but the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me tell y'all something.
I hate to say we're not, but
favorite player growing up through the '90s was number 88 and Emmitt Smith and Troy. But when number 88 was laid out on the turf and they was sitting there yelling like, "Yay!" I said, man, from this day forward, every time I see those Eagles, I want to see them lose. I want to see them get beat down. I want to see them fall, right?
yeah.
And yeah, they got a Super Bowl. Yeah, give them a cookie. But they still looking up. They got to get past the Washington team before they come to us. But I still can't wait to see Philadelphia Eagles lose. Boy.
Yeah, I got 2 teams on
people.
Sundays.
Yeah.
Cowboys and whoever's playing Philly.
Yeah.
It's usually how that goes for me.
Yeah.
I loathe them, man. I don't want to use the H word, but I hate them. I don't
Right.
hate anything in this world but Philly in regards to the Eagles. I live right next to them.
Oh, my
And,
goodness.
you know, I'm preparing for the worst because, I mean, we're not good. So if you say still be real, do you think you're going to win? I don't. I'm hyping up, I'm hype, right? Because I want us to beat them. I'm hyping up. This is what we got to do. But at the end of the day, do I think we beat this squad? Our defense is so bad. Our offensive line is so bad. I don't have that faith. Sorry, Law. I'm sorry to derail your stuff there, but I just don't
I was all swole over here, man. Got my chest out, growing chest hair over here, ready to drink my yak tonight. And all of a sudden, you deflated me, man.
That's all right. I'll bring you back up.
Bring it
dog.
back up,
We got-
James.
We got this, dog.
Y'all,
Oh.
man, fuck y'all, man.
No, listen. Like I said, here's
all
what.
y'all, man.
Look.
all y'all.
Law. Listen to this. Law, listen to this. Listen to this. Remember how they were talking about, when Andy Dalton went on the sideline and got on that young offensive line, and then Patrick Walker and because I watched Catch the Fade and they were talking about that, which was a great show. Y'all really need, not you guys, but y'all need to go check that because they be bringing heat.
Shout out to the
Shout
producer.
out to Skywalker still.
Of that show.
But they were talking about that. Now you got a young guy in Dinucci, right? The whole offensive line is young, right?
Yeah.
So this is the positives I'm trying to bring. Young kid with the young line. Maybe if they mess up, he goes over to him. He's like, "Come on, guys, we can do this. Come on, man, come on." Maybe they'll have more of the receptive than they would with the Dalton because he's the veteran. He was chewing them out probably different. They're like, "Man, what?" You know what I'm saying? But a rookie, he don't know better. He's just out there trying to, you get what I'm saying? So maybe that young, fresh attitude along with the line will give us that energy. You know what I'm saying? We need that energy because if you looked at our football team, we haven't had a lot of energy. Have y'all noticed that? Like, we don't have that energy. It's not there.
It's hard when you fall behind.
I know, but I
17-0,
mean, even it just seems like sometimes they just going through the motions. Let's get some energy. Like I said, Dinucci get a couple of catches. I think he might be
that youthful energy.
Yeah, that youthful energy. He may come back to the huddle like, "Come on, guys. Yeah, you see that kid pass? Let's go. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff can motivate you. You feel me? So that's what I'm going to live off. Dinucci going to come in with that young spirit, uplift that young line. Guys going to play out their mind. CeeDee Lamb going to eat. I think Michael Gallup might catch a big long one because you're going to be slipping on Dinucci and be like, "Oh, my God, Dinucci. That's why they liked him." You feel what I'm saying? So let me hype it up more. Randy Gregory, that's why they want him back. That damn Benny's got 2 sacks in the game. And now look at D-Law. It came in there, and next play, D-Law gets a sack. That's what I'm talking about. The Cowboys defense looks alive for the first time all year. Let's go.
Yeah.
I hope. Listen, man. I hope we upset them. I truly do. Here's a sucky part. We're on national television again.
Oh my goodness, prime time.
We can't get out of it.
Everybody watching the game. Everybody watching the game.
Hey, the Ninja, he said Harrisburg's not right next door to Philly. A dog. What? I don't know. I mean, I can get. If I left right now, I'll be in Philly in by 12 o'clock. That's next door to me. He also said, where'd you go? He said, "Can anyone piece together what the one person is trying to type?" Oh, so I guess somebody's in here typing stuff.
He's so confused. Montana, I can't get hype. I know y'all can't, but we'll bring the hype for you. That's why it's called the late night hype.
Late night hype.
That's why we'll hype it. Y'all ain't got to get hype, but when the show starts, what's the first thing you hear? Let's get hype.
Let's get hype.
Let's get hyped, baby. So we got to live off that. And even though we ain't hyped and we may feel it on the inside, this is what we have to do for our own selves because like I said, positive energy, you never know. We keep speaking in the air. An upset can happen, dog. Everything is going against us. We've seen it before. Everything is going against us. Maybe they look in that locker room saying, "Man, you know what? We tired of this." That's the only thing I can live off of, that somebody in there gets tired. But I really think of Dinucci, if he can get off early, you know what I'm saying? If he can get a few passes early, I think he can.
Can Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy help him out?
I hope that they don't have to call an awesome game.
Plans? Yeah, right. Can they game plan something?
They're gonna have to put him in good positions.
It's crazy because all the things that we need to happen, right, for an upset: turnovers, right, sacks,
kickoff return, like let's say
kickoff return, right?
The house.
We don't do those things.
Right.
They always get done to us.
Yeah.
So we need for an upset of this, and it's weird to say an upset of this magnitude, but you got your QB3 with a backup line and the league's worst defense historically, going up against a quarterback who is competent. Let's just be real. We can hate Wentz for being an Eagle, but it's not like the guy's bad quarterback. He is not having a great year. I mean, his turnovers are ridiculous right now. His ratio was crazy. But I mean, Kyle Allen, Mitchell Trubisky. Who's the cat from Detroit? Dan Orlovsky. No, I'm just kidding. Who's the Driscoll? Jeff Driscoll, right? These guys also tore us up. So, and Carson Wentz can make the throws. So, I just hope. It's weird because defensively we talk about dumbing things down. The problem is they have dumbed them down, and we're still making these mistakes. So we need turnovers. We need sacks. We need our special teams to help us out. And honestly, we need Philly to make mistakes. We need somebody to fumble the ball.
Do something stupid.
Drop the pass.
Bonehead plays.
Doug Peterson be a bonehead for a few quarters.
Yeah,
We've seen that happen.
Get too cocky and try something because they just feeling themselves and then it blows up in their face. Yeah, do something. Yeah, we need something like that.
It can flat out happen too, and it's not like we never seen it before from Carson, right? So let's be real with it. He liked to put the ball on the ground. So I think that we can get this thing going.
I mean, Gucci.
We're trying here.
We try really. PVO. What a PVO queen at Jessica.
She already said it.
She already done said that.
She already said it.
She the
PVO.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all enjoyed the show tonight, man. I thought it was a pretty damn fun show tonight, man. For coming off of that game.
Oh my goodness.
We had good spirits still.
Yeah. We normally do, man. We normally do. This is a good mix.
Yeah, just like I said, Dinucci, come on, baby. And I'm feeling Dinucci. Law, we gotta keep talking. We gotta just keep pumping Dinucci up. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do a hype video on Dinucci.
Let's do a hype video of Dinucci and then send it to him. He probably like it. Tag him and tell him like it. Maybe get him hyped.
I did a hype video on David Irvin. He got hyped. He liked it.
Yeah, David Irvin was like,
hey, do one on Dinucci, dog, and tag him and say, hey, we are. Because think about it, Law. If you do a hype video, right, and then tag him in and say, oh, Cowboys Nation is hyped. We want to see what you can do. Maybe that he's like, yeah, let's go. Maybe. Hey, and then we do upset it, we're going to take all the glory.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They not hype it because we said it here.
You going to take all the what?
We're taking all the glory.
I want me some glory hole.
There you go. Get some. Problem is, the glory hole this year is a top 5 pick.
Oh, man, just play it one more time, man.
I want me some glory hole.
Well, if you just shut up and let me talk,
I can give you some glory hole.
Just shut up, Shan.
Oh my goodness, that Jerry Wayne boy.
Man,
before I leave this planet, man, if I can just get one shot of Johnny Walker Blue with him. And it just go down right for me, man.
After Jerry snapped on them dudes, he said, "You know what? I'm sorry. I'm just real tired of the Nats ass right now. I'm just so mad. I'm sorry." Damn, Jerry, you cussing everybody out?
I don't like your attitude. Get your damn act together.
I mean, we can just drop them all. He's got a ton of them.
He got 1 billion of them, dog.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Pat, I got you, man. Hit my Twitter, Pat, because sometimes I forget stuff, man. Start doing this.
Yeah.
Man, I'm having fun here.
Yeah.
All right, before we get into this to the late light, because if y'all missed, was it last episode? Yeah, if y'all missed the last episode, I really recommend y'all go back and watch that, because at the last about 45 minutes, fam, we was on it, man.
Oh my goodness,
crunk.
Yeah, that was fun, man. All right, man.
I'm winning this fantasy football. Just let you know.
I was about to say, I knew this was. Look,
yeah,
so Law's funny, or not Law? Law said I ain't doing this shit next year. Jay said, hell, I am.
I'm an addict now.
I'm addicted.
He said, I am.
Stand fantasy football. I mean, looking at other teams. And
OG is funny. OG be doing previews for fantasy this week.
I like some fantasy, dog. I'm all in it. They got them a lifer.
Man,
when I win, I'm gonna feel real good when I win.
I beat Mark Holmes this week, but I can't.
Thank you. I needed that.
Not
too.
After this week. It's been rough on the YouTube streets, y'all.
Oh my god,
been rough, man. I hope everybody's good to go though. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Law beat me by some bullshit ass forcing it.
He beat me by a field goal kick. Oh, Lord.
I'm 5-2 right now. Would have been, if
I'd be 6-1 if your lucky ass wouldn't have got that.
Yeah, you can't say that's luck. That's all skills.
That
baby.
Was luck as hell, and just like Steele's last play. That was luck.
I knew it was coming though.
I said I had make Amari Cooper great again out there, boy. He was just doing everything. He need to be great this week. He need to be great.
You know what's so crazy about it, Steele? I would
Yeah.
watch people in fantasy and they were like, "Oh my God, don't score right now. You're messing me up on fantasy." And I'll be looking at these fools like, "What are you really? He wants to score a touchdown."
Nope.
But
now
guess
you
what?
know.
In that Washington game,
Now
when we was
you
getting
know.
our ass handed to him, I was looking at Gibson's yards.
Now you know.
He was eating for me. I was like, "Damn, I hate Washington."
Remember-
Come on, Gibson.
Remember, so one of the biggest fantasy, like, oh my God, why did you do that? You lost me money and bets, by the way, was actually a Cowboys-Eagles game. Y'all remember this game? Brian Westbrook had a chance to score a touchdown that would have won a lot of people money in fantasy, a lot of people money in betting. My man slid at the 1 yard. Y'all remember that? He slid at the 1 yard line. Oh, he had the whole goddamn fantasy world sick. Absolutely sick. I think it actually happened last week or last year too. And then you had Todd Gurley. So for me, I needed Todd to score. If Todd doesn't score that touchdown, I think I actually would have lost. I would have came close to losing. So Todd accidentally scores. Remember, we was figuring out why bruh fall vertically.
That boy trying to.
Then got in.
Yeah.
Mark Scott, circumcised a mosquito. Yeah, I need to get that circumcised a mosquito drop too. They be saying some wild stuff. All right, man, parting shots, guys, so we can get up out of here. We don't want to keep y'all too late. I know y'all having a good time. We having a good time. If you enjoyed this show, drop those fire emojis. I'm going to see if I can get some hype music on the way out as you guys are giving their salutations.
Well,
Let me
I'ma
know
go
if y'all can
first.
hear that. Go ahead.
Law, I want Law to end it. Just my last thoughts is, everything is against us right now. It looks bad. Everybody say we sorry, terrible offense, defense, special teams, coaching staff, everybody's against us. So this is the time that you look inside the locker room and say, the whole world is against us. It's us against the world. So now we got to dig deep and say, guess what? It's the Dallas Cowboys. It's a star on our helmet. You know what I'm saying? We stars. So let's play like some stars Sunday. Let's rise above from all the talk and the chatter, and let's go ahead and get this dub.
Yeah.
Because Dinucci can really rise above this and give us this spark. Young offensive line, block y'all ass off. Defense, take this stuff personal. D-Law, show you why you said you wanted that bread. Go get it. Randy Gregory, show us that damn bend. Cheeto, come back out of nowhere and shut down that side. And let's go. Because guess what? The Eagles ain't good either. And we can win this game. Period.
Hey, if Law before Law go, let me know if the Law.
Yeah. Hey, man,
I'll bring it.
that big game, James, man, and everything else remained the same. Skywalker still. I hope your second and third cousins don't play this weekend, but we going to get it in regardless because we got Dinucci and Dinucci. Hey, just hold it down like 5,000 pounds because we coming out to those Philadelphia Eagles. I can't stand them because this is the reality here right now. Everybody, mama, cousin, be talking about, hey, the Eagles is the Eagles. But I'm coming here to tell you guys, when the Cowboys are under the radar like we are right now, everybody counting us out. This is the time we punch them in the mouth and leave them with the raggedy beat. Let's go ahead and get this thing. We can play it all, Pete Cowboy Nation. Let's continue to grind the shine. Follow Pay Game Chain. Follow my dog, Skywalker, still with the new field. That's our time. I really appreciate you all. And
Yes,
remember,
sir.
you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go get this dub, baby.
Yes, sir. That's the late night hype, man. Law Nation, Big Game James, Skywalker Still, Dallas Cowboys Network, Silver and Blue Nation, Law Nation. We out.
I want me some glory hole.